Hi there. We're trying it in an unscripted form this time, so please let me know if you prefer it this way, or I can go back to the more formalized versions I was doing in the previous videos. Anyways, today we're talking about arguing on behalf of your own unhappiness, and this is something that I think all of us are guilty of, to one degree or another, where rather than give ourselves the reasons why we want to achieve something or why we want to go out and do something and use that as fuel to achieve our success, we load ourselves up with reasons why we will not achieve our desired goal. I'll use an easy example. Losing weight. Many times when people want to lose weight or even gain weight for that matter, they begin to load up with reasons for why they won't achieve their goal. They'll say, well, I don't have the genetics. I don't have the time to train. I don't have the access to protein powder, or I don't have the time to be cooking my meals or to be prepping my meals for the week, etc., etc., etc. And it's like, it's not that any of these reasons are, invalid, although many times they are. It's that they aren't helping you get anywhere closer to where you want to go. And if you want to go somewhere, you shouldn't load yourselves with reasons why you aren't going to get that thing. Rather, you should be asking yourselves, how are you going to overcome these odds? How are you going to train in a way where you have the time and the consistency to get and the intensity to get the results you want? How are you going to change your diet? How are you going to get the rest? How are you going to afford protein powder if you need protein powder? It's really not that serious, but you understand my point. It's too many times, people will tell you, your situation could be better, or they'll ask you, man, I just wish my life was like this, or my life was like that. And they know the solution, but they aren't willing to do what it takes to solve some of the problems in their lives, because they tell themselves, oh, I can't bear to be alone, or I can't bear to wake up in the morning to train, or I can't do whatever it takes to succeed. And the problem is that you can live with the burdens of succeeding, or you can live with the burdens of failure. That's really the way life is. Jordan Peterson says, choose your suffering, and that really is such a powerful statement, because I think people think there's an easy way. If you're living your life in a way that you don't want to live, that is not the easy way. And if you're living your life the way you want to live it, that is also not the evil way. You have to work hard in whatever field or whatever discipline or whatever desire that you have. You have to work hard at it. But if you don't work hard at it, and if you don't try to build yourself towards your goal, then you're going to have to live with not fulfilling your potential, live with not leading the lifestyle that you want, not leading the life that you want, and knowing somewhere in your mind that it's your fault. A lot of the time, that's what niggles at us the most. It isn't the fact that circumstances have dealt us poor hands, because nobody's guaranteed a good hand, and some people get dealt really, really, really terrible hands. And there's one of the interesting things about literature and news and stories, especially now with the ease of information, is that you see people who have terrible afflictions, orphans, people that have by rights, they would have no business succeeding in their chosen endeavor, and yet they pull it off, and they're the rare bunch. And it's not to say that it's easy, but it's one of those things that that it can be done. It can be done. Where you thought it would be impossible, it can be done. There's enough evidence to suggest that if you work hard enough, if you pursue what you wish to pursue in a unrelenting manner, things are possible. But what we like to do is to rationalize our own shortcomings. I don't have the genetics to do this. I don't have the skill, the patience, the intelligence, whatever. And we don't fulfill our own potential. It's not that everybody's potential is the same. Some people are just gifted in various fields. I feel like everyone has a gift, but I mean, not everyone's going to be a runner, not everyone's going to be an engineer, not everyone's going to be a doctor. But when you don't fulfill your own potential, or at least a sizable portion of it, you begin to feel unfulfilled. And this is something, you get that niggling feeling that you can't quite shirk. It's something you begin to eat yourself up, because you know the truth. You know that you could do more. There's more in you to give, and you're not giving yourself the best chance at happiness when you tell yourselves, I can't do this, or you try and find reasons for why you can't succeed. You want to lose weight, just decide to lose weight. That's it. Just decide, I'm going to lose X amount of pounds, and you go about think of for every reason why you can't lose weight, think of 100 reasons or 10 reasons, shall we say, make it easier, for why you should lose weight. And the same thing if you want to gain weight, or whatever your goal might be. The weight thing is a very easy example, but you should have much more reasons for why you want to achieve whatever it is you want to achieve than not wanting to achieve that thing, because you're gonna forget. And the problem is, once you forget the reasons why you're doing things, the only thing that comes to your mind is why you shouldn't be here, why you shouldn't be training, why you shouldn't be reading your books, why you shouldn't be trying to mend your family, or whatever it is you're trying to do. You start asking yourself, what am I doing here? What am I doing here? What am I doing here? And you forget that there was some goal that you wanted to attain. So in short, don't, be mindful of where your mind is leading. Be mindful of what you're saying to yourself. Be mindful of that laziness, that contentness. It's not bad to be content, but when you're not fulfilling your potential, and you're not, when you know, my life could be better, I could look better, I could think better, I could know more things, I could read more things, I could understand more things, I could bring more to the table if I chose and committed, then, sorry, I lost my train of thought. You should be on it from that moment on. It's not a matter of giving yourselves the easy out. Just pursue it. Pursue every angle until you reach your goal, and stop trying to tell yourself that you can't do it, or give yourself a little reason, the excuse, so that if should you fail, rather than fail forward and fail towards your goal, you fail and say, well, I tried, but I never had the genetics for it anyway, sort of thing. Don't give yourself the out, just keep going. I feel like I've kind of gone way off script here, but Yeah, I'll be better next time. Have a good one.